Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He'll buy some time right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Herbert on first down now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown. Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. That was methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of their stride?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Open man has got it. It's complete. The try. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
And the next-gen stats tell us he racked up close to 50 yards after that catch. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for two. And before the snap here, we've got a timeout by the offense. It's their first of this first half, and they'll get together and talk this one over. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Herbert now. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Herbert hooking up with Cook for an LA first. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. On 2nd down, Eckler. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Herbert rolling to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's David. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Shotgun now for Brady. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Brady to throw again. Open man, Gronkowski complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Brady's going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. It's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Going deep here for Allen. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Charger drive about to get going. Flushed out right. And Herbert going to slide to his stop, and he has a 1st down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nifty move. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They got 29 yards that time. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Guyton. 55 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, Tremendous body control and a pretty good arm there, too.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens, bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Being chased out left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. And now on Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And yet again, it's Howard with a catch.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Tom Brady, a touchdown pass to O.J. Howard.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he...
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe.
taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
Rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check. You not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look. Salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion. It's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them on politicking. Probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted. Playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest. The realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that out. You gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blowed her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the and it sound like I'm knee deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I broke in the system, had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is feedy. I gotta get back to the hood, I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love, deeply. Sleepy, they like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look, all this money I be spending on.
Fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and 3rd with Tennessee.
And the former Miami Dolphin had a career renaissance in 2019 with Tennessee and carried it over into 2020. A career-high 32 touchdowns, just. And speaking of full seasons, he played all 16 games for the first time since 2015.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 77 yards. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead.
Boy, A.J. Brown, one of the best in the NFL with the ball in his hands, and there's another example why.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. To throw, it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but Cole Beasley, he's in his 10th NFL season, and in 2020, his best year yet. 82 catches, close to 1,000 yards.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that...
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to...
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Halftime whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking.